In this video, I want to talk about why I think hard work is a myth, how you can apply some of the principles in this video to your life to increase your maximum productivity, but also really help you push that needle forward in how you're progressing towards your goals. For most of us, productivity, or hard work as it may well be called, is a day that is jam-packed full of stuff. Tasks, both home, career, wives, relationships, kids, all of the other different things that you've got to fit into 24 hours a day just to make that day as productive as you can, that maximum output. It does sound productive, that day jam-packed full of stuff. Look at that guy, look at that girl, she is absolutely nailing it. She's all over it, ready to rock and roll. But there is a tendency for us, especially, it's very common, to fill our days with tasks and activities that don't actually help us as people push the needle forward and achieve the goals that we want to achieve. So what I want to do here is I want you to consider your day-to-day life. Do all of your tasks that you currently do actually help you in your career, in your life, and helping you develop those relationships with your family and with your friends, and leading the best life that you possibly can? Have you sat and considered the steps that you need to take to achieve your next milestone, your next goal? Have you looked 5 to 10 years out and said, this is where I want to be? And then gradually work that back. Start with the long goal, bring it back, bite-sized chunks down into smaller goals that you can work on every single day, just to keep that needle ticking over in the right direction. By taking the time to identify high profit actions, which links to the 80-20 rule I'll cover in a moment, you can help yourself and help your career, your family push forward and develop that lifestyle that you want. I mentioned the 80-20 rule. That is essentially that 20% of the actions that you take give you 80% of the results. That's the same in business. 20% of the sales that you make generate 80% of the profits. So I want you to keep that in your head when I ask you these next 3 questions. There's 3 questions to help you maximize productivity. And I won't lie, they've come from the book Eat That Frog. They are extremely powerful questions. What are your highest value activities? This assumes that you've taken the time to work out your goals, to understand what you want from life, and then, as we mentioned earlier, building those blocks back from the 10-year point, the 5-year point, the 2, the 1, the 6, the 3 months, and in day-to-day life. Understanding those goals will help you in then developing or understanding what your high profit actions are. Question 2, what can I, and only I, do that if done well will make a real difference? Everybody in the world has a unique skill set. We all do, whether you actually understand what your skill set is or not. Everybody brings something to the table. In your personal life, only you can do you. In your career, there is something that you do better than anybody else in your building, any company, in your organisation. Your relationship with your partner, your spouse, your family, your kids. Only you can increase the relationship with them for yourself. What is that one thing that you do better than anybody else? Take some time to think about it. And please, by all means, drop it in the comments below and let me know. And, fantastic, let's work on that. You have to play to your strengths and what you love doing and what you're amazing at. Everybody has something. And then number 3, this is a question that you may well find yourself coming back to in the middle of the day. At the start of the day, you've walked into the office, you're, oh my God, I have absolutely no idea what I want to do. Question 3, what is the most valuable use of your time right now? We talk about pushing the needle forward. What is that one thing that you could do right now to push you closer to your goal. You know, everybody's got something, but what is that one activity, that one task that you, in yourself, very personal to everybody else, the same as every other answer, what's the one thing that is going to give you the leg up to that next step? How do you push forward with your goals? When it comes to productivity, there is a massive tendency to fill your day with things and stuff, to look busy for your boss, for your partners, for your spouse, and for yourself. Subconsciously, we've been wired. If we have a day that is filled with things, then we must be productive. We must be. That's it. You're productive. I've got a day full of stuff, therefore I am the most productive person in my building. Is having your day filled with things more productive than the other guy that sits there for 8 hours a day in the office and works on the most high profit thing that is going to get them to that next level? Doing lots of small things, is that actually going to get you promoted or advanced? When we look at tasks that we should be completing, high profit, yeah, I can band that word around all the time. Low profit, I can band that word around all the time. You'll understand high profit, the actions that you take that are going to give you the most benefit. A lot of those high profit actions are some of the most complex. They're some of the most time consuming. They're some of the biggest. As they say in Eat That Frog, the biggest frog is the one that you should eat first. By the biggest frog, I mean not just the biggest task, but the task that is going to give you the most potential for advancement. That's the one that you should be looking at first. This is a subject that I'm massively keen on. I use it in my work, I use it with some of the guys that I work with, in how to understand and develop themselves to get where they want to be in 5 or 10 years. But to get somewhere in 5 or 10 years, we have to dial that all the way back to what they can be doing on a day-to-day basis to improve their productivity, improve their output, and most of all, to show that they are ready. Those tasks, those high profit actions, the biggest frogs, they're the ones that you should be attacking first before you do anything else in a day. Checking your emails, is it really that relevant? Talking to people about what they've done on the weekends, chit chat, is that going to push you forward in your life? Do you want to achieve the greatness that you could possibly create in your life? They're not the highest profit actions that you could be undertaking. Remembering that 80-20 rule, 20% of your actions that you take in a day will lead to 80% of your results. Please feel free to reach out to me, have a chat, drop a message in the comments, or reach out to me on some of the social medias that I've got linked there. I really look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks ever so much. Cheers for watching.